Oh wait, no, we'll still.
Y'all look great.
Thank I'm shouting. Can you hear me? Yes? We are, can you hear me now? Oh, great, thank you. I'm sorry that we're waiting for a microphone. So I'm going to talk as loud as I can. I must say, good morning all. I must say that I love every time Western women are together because they are never silent. You don't know this beautiful sound buzz that was up here. You guys are wonderful. Before we get official, I do want to introduce our board of directors. And I would like them all to stand if they can. We're in day 2. So women are the ones who have made those important decisions that have continued to make our association so successful. And so they're very hard workers. I'm proud of all of them. I just want to know, or let you know, this is our 50th and final annual meeting. And, but I think you're going to like the numbers, sometimes better than you might have liked them 5 or 10 years ago. So that's a plus. And as we wind down, I do want us to be very transparent in reporting to all of you the status of our funding and the directives for future unrestricted gifts to the WCAA received after June 30th, 2024. And also, we feel it's very important going forward that we're going to review the Western College Affinity Group, because I know there's some of you that need some more information. And the more we know about it, the more we can stay connected. This is a nice, great step for us going forward. So at this time, I would like to introduce Sherry, Addison, and Judy Henderson, who are have worked on our legacy. And as I said, they're a dog on a meat truck. They know how to get funds. And so if you are around them and they happen to say, how are you? And you have any extra money, Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, okay? All right. Here come the dogs.
Actually, the board calls us the Bobbsey twins.
And you've probably heard a lot from us. All the thank you notes that we sent, I will tell you that for every donation, Judy and I have sent a personal thank you. It's been fun because now I see names and I think, oh, look at her. Look at her. We thank you. I am Sherry. My Bobbsey twin is Judy. We served as the co-chairs for the WCA Legacy Committee. We took on a small task for the Legacy Circle. Here we are with this massive big project. It is with our projects that have been completed since 2015. The Western Legacy Circle. I hope you've all been there. Patterson Place renovation. And that was not like that. Saving Patterson Place. That was an experience in itself.
I think we let Ash Barbara wants to stand because she's the one that left charge on me.
Now, Miami had said they would match. And not only did Barbara raise funds, but then Miami further matched and added more stones. Place definitely think that. The Western College Legacy Seminars, supporting the Western Center for Social Impact Innovation Program, and the Western Center Scholarship for experience-based learning. In addition, WCAA joined the Western College Program to support the Western Directorship Endowment. This endowment will support the directorship position overseeing the Western Program, Western Center for Social Impact Innovation. It will safeguard the long-term future of that particular program. So it won't go anyplace. We don't want to go. You'll hear more about that in just a minute. Initially, the WCAA is supporting the directorship endowment, but not actively supporting. Grace, Judy, and I said, we are finished. We are not raising any more money. And along came this opportunity for being that. However, the $280,000 bequest to the Western College for Arabelle Wright, 1926, gave the project jump start, and donors followed suit. You all are incredible with donations. You're amazing. The generosity of both the WCAA and Alumna, the Western Program, has steadily increased the fund balance, making it a goal. So we encourage you all to consider the directorship of Western College, Western Center Scholarship for experience-based learning in your future gift plan. So design what you do so. The goal that these are the two projects the Western Board voted on to support in the future with undesignated gifts posted after June 30th. Because the role of the board is to sign off to designate where any undesignated funds will go. Passing on the other boxes.
You know, that's one of the side benefits of serving on the board and serving as a co-chair. I didn't know Sherry before I started on the board, but now we're just.
Yeah, we are.
I bet we talked to her for a week on the telephone.
Not necessarily about Western.
Right. I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She lives about 30 miles away from here. After the organization comes to a close, we just want to thank you. We want to thank you for your generous support as we said, when we supported the concept of a directorship, we didn't have any financial claim in that. We were supporting the concept, but we just were led in a different direction. As we come to a close, we should be proud of all of the work that we have done and all that we have accomplished in our 15 years. We had a 15-year plan. Stood in that board meeting 15 years ago and realized that it's up to today. It's just an amazing, amazing feeling. The legacy of Western College will live on through the students and the endowment supporting other academic needs, the professorship, campus preservation, Western College Legacy Circle, and the Western Memorial Archive. So we aren't closing, we're just moving forward. We're just moving forward in a different way. And if you haven't been in the Young Hall and taken a detailed look at that wall, that HCY Young Hall, it's a phenomenal statement of what the spirit of Western is all about. I think we ought to clap for that.
I will add that Judy and Sylvia are the ones that put all the materials together, gave them to Miami, Miami designed the wall.
Sylvia, would you stand up and have pose and have this lesson for? Now we're going to come to a side because I want you to see the current total of WCAA endowment. It came to over $18 million.
For college, it doesn't exist.
Was the next slide?
No.
Sorry. Those are on drum roll here. I want you to look at that bottom line number. 18 million. 75. $9,974. 17 cents. Get that 17. And I pray that we have all that stuff. So you can see the breakdown. I'm not going to read it in detail, but it just shows you the width and breadth of the scholarship. Western women love scholarships. It's just amazing. So we kept going and trying to move on forward. We kept backtracking scholarships. But the one thing I want you to know is all of the Peabody scholarships, one of the first goals was to completely endow all of the Peabody scholarships. So if a family hadn't fully endowed it, the WCAA finished that endowment with contributions to scholarships. So you can see the width and breadth of the scholarships, totaling $12,637,130.08. Then we had other academic support beyond just scholarship. Somebody's going to give a number of yes, I've been on this here. And then, so the other academic support is for the Western sector support, the legacy seminars, we didn't think we set a goal of $500,000. We never in our wildest dreams thought we would make that goal. And look at it, it's $509,000, $500,000. Western program support, Western directorship, we'll hear more about that. The Ruth Margaret Children's Theater Fund, $64,000, and the Western College Endowed Professorship, $507,000.
In addition, we have laid aside, I believe it's $154,000 to maintain the legacy circle. So that Miami will be able to, make sure that it's kept up and clean and the numbers cleared out and so forth. So that was a priority, but it's almost there right now.
So we see that down in the other endowments, the Campus Preservation Fund, almost $600,000.
It's that just not so amazing.
It's just so amazing. A total of 18 million at the bottom. Pardon me if we talk too much about money, but we know that that's what's going to keep the preservation going forward. And that puts a challenge before our WAMU people. We're leaving, we're making our planned giving requests, but you're the ones that are going to keep going on for the next 40 years. And we hope that you can be inspired by what we've done and we just keep that going forward. The spirit of Western is alive here. And we want to make sure that the spirit of Western is alive on the street too. We have to say goodbye to Dr. Chris Nakaroff, is the Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. But we now know who the replacement is, and I've been hearing about it for a long time, and I was so glad yesterday to finally have the chance to meet her. We are fortunate to have Dr. Renee Bernstein with us today. She was recently named the new dean. She comes from within. And Dean Nakaroff was sorry he could not be here. He had a pressing family matter this weekend, but he's stepping down. He's not going to be gone. He's just stepping down from that position, and he's looking forward to retirement in a year. But meanwhile, we have Renee. She earned her PhD in history from Harvard University. Her research involves religion and the culture of Renaissance Italy, and currently focuses on the role of families in the politics of Renaissance Rome. She is a professor in the history department, where she has taught since 1993. She is a fellow of the American Academy in Rome and has been a Fulbright Fellow and visiting professor at Ville Itati, the Harvard Center for Renaissance Studies in Florence. In 2014, she won the CAS Distinguished Educator Award. She became CAS Associate Dean in 2015. And before I ask us to welcome Dr. Renee, I would be remiss if I did not say that when we talked about the Harvard class, young wall, I did not include Debbie. And I just think that we need to say how much we want. She's the one that went to Miami and made it happen. Dr. Renee, would you please come forward?
Good morning. How's my sound? I got instructions on the blue, but yesterday I didn't have the shade quite right, so I got a different side of the closet on. I love blue. Now it's just a challenge that I don't fall. I might be the most vertically challenged in being in the history of the college. It is great to be here with you all. Dean Eckroth has consensus for that. Very much wanted to be here as an important family application today. I'm delighted to be here to get you all and to tell you maybe some of the current intentions for the Western Light within the college. We heard a little bit about the I will share that my first friends, I first came to Oxford. We're Western college friends. They raved about experience and they introduced me into the spirit of Western. Its interdisciplinarity, its small classes, its focus, its distinctiveness from the institution across the street. And really sold me on it. In fact, when I first applied for the job there, what's that? So even though I have not been with you on this journey, I feel that I have some familiarity with some people have research for it. In my view, I'm a historian. I believe I am the first humanist in science in 500 years. That is an important role to fill. I believe in the value of the liberal arts, even as it is under some attack and some perilous times. It's higher ed is under some is going through some times right now, but the tradition of intensive study, of careful critical thinking, of respect for text, for learning, for culture, for international travel that you all provide through the Western tradition is very, very much to pursue as vigorously as I can in my time to speak. So I think liberal arts studies and independent study are critical to do. I will say the more things change, the more they stay the same, in the sense that we see today in our incoming students an increased desire for designing their education. Students today are very independent. They want to customize. They want to build their own education. And we are finding ways to bring them into the Western through that green energy. So I am fully committed to maintaining and elevating the role of the Western spirit and the Western legacy within the college. So I'll give you a few program updates on where we stand today. We started already here. She's got his faculty in the program, and she'll be happy to take questions after. This year, the Western program individualized studies graduated 22 amazing young people. I'll give you just one example. A student, Keziah Horsley, who combined her interests in art and psychology to complete a project on art therapy for people with dementia and brain injuries. Keziah is going on to do a master's degree in art therapy, and her work, I think, really embodies the interdisciplinary original approaches that our students take. Enrollment in the Western program grew over the last 5 or 6 years. It's now stabilized at about 85, which is a great size. We have a new major coming on board. We're adding a degree to the Western lineup, in addition to the Bachelor of Arts. Our new students starting next year will be able to complete the Bachelor of which will be quite similar to the BA in the sense that they will still do it just for shared classes, same cohort of students. But this one is much more customized. It's not the requirement. So they can, it's very rigorous, they've got to do lots of advanced work, project, but it will be more self-designed, more in Western spirit. I was one of the architects of the proposal. Just We're hoping to do a soft launch this fall. We're still waiting on state authorization. It should be pretty soon. And then we'll roll it out more fully for the fall. Residential living and learning community, as you know, is in the fall. The Honors College recently moved into this building a couple years ago. And that has been a very productive relationship. There's a lot of student programming in this building, book clubs, seminars, and pizza parties. And Honda Honors here located here in Midwestern, our best honors students. We're in Western program and are making our friends too. So productive co-location. Student engagement is the Western Center for Innovation. Social impact is up this year by 16%. Total of 5,000 people attended Western Center events. Thank you for your support for that. That does reflect a broader post-COVID rebound in student engagement in general. It's about coming back after COVID, as you might know, where students were stuck in their rooms, socialized. So getting them back into the clubs, the orgs, the jobs, that's wonderful to see this year. The center is also launching a new five-year theme. The theme is conversation. And if we have a number of things, it's really Western College Professorship. We are currently searching for a new person to hold that role. That will be an internal search, so an existing Miami faculty. The terms are that we are seeking someone in interdisciplinary whose work is related to international studies or women's issues or social justice. Those are the areas. New this time, we are asking this person to contribute to the Western student experience in several ways, by supervising senior projects in their area and by organizing some student activities like book clubs or field trips. So we will search for that person. We're searching for them now, hope to have them in place within a few months. Now I want to talk about the directorship that was mentioned earlier. You all have already moved a great distance towards endowing that directorship. It's not all the way there yet, but it's made very good progress. And we, Miami has agreed to go ahead and search to fill that job. Starting right now, actually. We have a search committee named. Dean Makaroff is going to lead that committee. And we will have the person, that's a national search, we'll be searching across the country for someone who has experience in a self-designed or interdisciplinary program similar to ours. So someone who has experience in this area and has an appropriate interdisciplinary specialty, and a distinguished scholar with self-designed major experience. They will begin work next fall. So the search, academic searches take a long time. It takes about a year to hire somebody. And they will start work in fall of 2025. I was asked, I think, to give an update on the fundraising for that. The money currently raised comes to 1.4 million out of our total goal of 2.5 million. So we're making good progress. Good progress. Thank you for that. So I'm going to close, but the last thing I want to say is that as a historian, they're not going to see it. As a historian, I think a lot about legacy, about the visible legacy of the past that we see in the form of your monuments, in your case, your campus, your beautiful campus. Whenever I walk over here from across the street, I breathe a sigh of relief to get out of all that red brick into something with a little more design character, and it's lovely spaces. Not only the physical campus, of course, but the many artworks, monuments,
endowments, positions, and the archives, the written manifestation of the tradition and the past of Western College. That legacy is all very visible. I also think about the hidden legacies, the legacies that we don't see as widely. I think about the way that the Western spirit has informed your lives and the many things you have done, whether you were jetting around in the Foreign Service or running a big business or raising a family and shaping the next generation, all of the many things that you have done with your lives and passed on through that Western spirit to the next generations. That legacy too is important and worth remembering. It will not go away. We live on through our actions and our service to others. And in that spirit, on behalf of the college and on behalf of Miami, I want to thank you for all that you have done for the tradition here on campus and also for the world. Thank you very much.
Hello. Good morning. Can you see me without my trying to get up and stuff? Okay. Good morning. I'm Lynn Drucker, Albuquerque, class of 1964, chair of the scholarship committee. Over the past half century, the scholarship committee's team has worked in a rewarding fashion for ourselves and the recipients. We, WCAA, sincerely appreciate your commitment to funding scholarships. In preparation for 2024 and our dissolution, the board turned over scholarship recipients to Miami's Student Aid Office. The committee and the board has monitored the process over the past 2 years, and we are pleased with the results. The total number of Western scholarships awarded from 1976 through 2024 is 4,505 scholarships. Good, you're applauding yourselves. The amount of those awards totaled $11,602,000. Most of these awards are from endowments, which means they are funded, so they will continue in perpetuity to financially support students and the legacy of Western. Each scholarship recipient has a different story, background, and goal, but they are so appreciative of the support they receive from Western. Over the years, we've had an opportunity to meet with many of the scholarship recipients, and it has been very rewarding for us as donors to personally interact with students. It's equally important for the students to learn about Western. Every award letter the student receives provides information about the donor and Western College. We are happy that one of the recipients is here with us today. At this time, I'd like to introduce Lauren Kelly. Okay.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I am so nervous today because this means so much to me. So my name is Lauren Kelly. I'm a double major in strategic communication and I'm a Western program major as well. I'm specializing in tech policy. It's getting more confusing every day. I'm also a double minor in political science and film studies, so I have a lot on my plate. Okay. I'm also graduating in 2025, so I have one more year. More anxiety, but that's okay. I received the lowest Wiggins Newman scholarship when I was in my sophomore year. I'm sorry, I'm tearing up. Oh, gosh. Okay. So I was working really difficult, and I wanted to study abroad. And my family never had gone overseas, and I was working really, really hard, nearly 30 hours a week, the 18 credit hours. I didn't tell you I was going to cry. I'm sorry. Then he was like, "Do you want to speak in front of everybody?" And I was like, "Yes, please," because I received this scholarship. My mom had lost her job. And it was hard, very hard, obviously. I didn't know if I was going to go, and because I wanted to make sure my family was okay, you always have that in the back of your head, but also you just have to keep pushing. And I received this scholarship. I received this scholarship, and it completely changed my perspective of the world. I was able to study abroad, and even though my family was still dealing with things, she was the sole financial provider of my family. I went abroad, and it provided me so much. I was able to get an internship. I was able to meet people that I never expected to meet, and I came back sharing these memories with my family. I came back telling my brother, "You can do it. You can work hard." It wasn't the financial stability of the scholarship. It was also the people on that paper looking at my application saying, "I believe in you. You can do it. And here you go. Here's your shot." And I don't know if I'm ever going to go abroad again. And I hope I will. I'm going to work for it because it was such an amazing experience. And also, I was listening to people talk about their own experiences going abroad from this college, and I just connected with it so much. And thank you for everyone in this room who supports people like me, for students like me who are going and pushing hard for their dreams. I set this dream freshman year, and I was like, "I'm going to do this." My family was like, "Okay, you can do it." And I worked hard, and you guys supported me, and it means the world. And when Debbie told me you can speak in front of these people who supported you, I was like, absolutely. I didn't tell her I was going to cry. I didn't tell her how much it meant to me because I was a little shy and worried, because it just means the world. To know people like you support students like me. And yeah, just keep doing it. I love sharing my memories with everyone. I keep telling students the Western College has scholarships, and they can provide, they can help you. And I hope that no matter the difficulty, people are able to accomplish your dreams like I was able to accomplish mine. So thank you so much, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. I went to Cyprus. I'm sorry, I mentioned all that. I went to an island, and then I went to an island in the Eastern Mediterranean, and it was gorgeous. Cyprus is taken up 1/3 by Turkish, yes, and it's a lot of controversy still today. So hearing those stories from people as well, bringing it back, talking about it, it brings more awareness, and I think it's really important. I met an art owner who gave me free art, and he said, "Share our story." So hopefully I'm doing that for him, because yeah, it's just amazing the people you meet and the stories that you hear. Sorry? Both? No, yeah, I had the opportunity to go to both, but I was staying on the Greek side. Yeah, I was at the University of Nicosia, so Nicosia is where it's at. But yeah, Any more questions? Are we good? Okay. Thank you all.
Wow, that's all I can say. Yeah, what an act. Oh, she is beautiful. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys look great. Love this. All right, here I am. I'm Chris Miranda, and it's a class of 74. Yay. I did not, I had to take my hat off because I got blue hair. So I just wanted to share that with you. But you know what? This is very wonderful. There are a few things I want to do. We're going to talk about the affinity group. I'm going to show this little video. We put this video together for some of you. I know some of you were on our virtual calls, and I think some saw it and some didn't. So I apologize if you have seen it already, but you'll make it. It's not too long. But I want to start first is that, and we'll talk, that little video will tell you all of that, but I want to first thank the team. I call it a team. That's because I've been in business, you know, in my life. Let it, committee, team, whatever. But it's a great team, and I'm hoping to have a few more of you join our team. But as the affinity group, our team are, if you want to stand, that'd be great. Loretta Ryder and Cece Peabody, they're our communications chairs. And then Pam Coates and Pat Pinkowski, programming co-chairs. And we have some at-large members. We've got Fran Hoffman, Barbara Wentz, Deanna Wilkinson, Betsy Salt. So thank you all. We're Zooming it. We do the Zoom thing. Come together, figure out. Of course, Debbie's always on it because that's how it's always been and always hopefully will be. The other, a couple other thank yous and appreciations. Kim Tavares is here. She's the executive director of the Miami Alumni Association. She is in bed, but we still love her because she has been so wonderful in helping us get our website organized, kind of coming together and figuring out how this thing is going to work. Because I view this is not an end, this is a transition. And I think we've all talked about that, every one of us. So it's a transition to what is next. Because you know, us gals are flexible. We've been able to handle a lot of change over all these years. And so we're just going to keep going. And also Sarah Franklin, she was been instrumental. She's part of the team at the Miami Alumni Association for their support. And of course, to do many of these things, Cathy Bauer Cooper and Debbie for their guidance as we move forward. All right, so we're going to show this little video, I believe, and then we're going to talk a little bit more and go from there. Hi, everyone. I'm Chris Miranda, class of 74, chair of the Western College Spirit Affinity Group. We created this video to make sure you knew how to connect with your Western College friends once WCA ended in June of 2024. We also wanted to share some of the whys and the journey. In 2000, we had just successfully completed the $4 million campaign for endowment, and the board believed the time was right to begin studying both immediate and long-term changes necessary to maintain the vigor and productivity of the association for as long as possible. In 2000, all current and former trustees were invited to participate in the planning for the future conference. 52 participants met on campus to generate ideas and options for dealing with the attrition of our constituency. 3 strong priorities emerged from the sessions: continuation of the bulletin, separate reunions, and office space in Patterson Place. The Board of Trustees
would then spend the next few years following up on these priorities, identifying programs most important to continue, to be modified or eliminated, review organizational changes, which would include staff and organizational structure, and then also to evaluate actions required in the near future, and 5 years and long term. So we were looking out to the future. Remember, once our Western College was purchased by Miami in June of 1974, they created the Western Program for Interdisciplinary Studies that remained for 36 years. The WCAA board knew how important it would be for us to keep a connection with those alumni from the Western College program. So in 2004, a joint connections committee was formed to look at ways to build the relationship with the two alumni associations. The outcome of this initial collaboration, the Western College program alumni were included in the bulletin. Then in 2005, we changed from inviting just the 5-year classes to the reunion to inviting all classes from Western College and the Western College program to attend the reunion. In 2007, the Legacy Committee was formed and charged with developing a 15-year strategy for the WCAA's future. In 2008, the plan was introduced. So years 1 to 5 adequately endow all of the existing WCAA scholarships. From years 6 to 10, create a Western College endowed professorship. And in years 10 to 15, establish a Western College interactive learning museum. Now this idea then shifted to creating the Western College Legacy Circle, which I hope you have come to see. This circle tells our story for all Miami students to learn about us. In 2010, the WCAA board proposed the transfer of Western Alumni Relations to the Miami University Alumni Office. And that happened was 2024 came. This now is coming to fruition with our affinity group. In 2011, an articulation agreement with the Miami University Foundation, which was the endowments and the future bequests, is finalized and it's signed. This document is aspirational agreement between the two entities outlining the obligations of each pre and post dissolution. And then in 2016, there was an articulation agreement with Miami University that was finalized and signed. And this document deals with the operations and staffing and what Miami is providing post-dissolution. The Miami Alumni Association is part of the agreement and are supporting our affinity group now and into the future. And if you can believe it, by 2017, 7 years ahead of schedule, all of the 15-year projects had been completed. 2018 to 22, the WCAA board develops a task list to begin working toward the dissolution process. The board has done a thoughtful and difficult task to make this transition as seamless as possible. The WCAA collaborates with the Dean of Arts and Sciences on the development of the Western Center for Social Impact and Innovation. Thanks to the Western alumni, the center opens with financial support from the association. The Western College Legacy Seminars endowment is fully funded at $500,000 plus. This is part of the Western Center and provides funding to bring in quality speakers based on the topics to be presented. The Western Center Scholarship for Experience-Based Learning is also fully endowed. And this helps the students to have real-life learning experiences beyond the classroom. Then in 2023, the Affinity Group is formed. We sent a survey out to the Western College alums to solicit names for the Affinity Group. Out of the top 3 choices, the board chose the Western College Spirit, 1853 to 1977. Fundraising then begins for the final legacy project, which is the Western Directorship Endowment. And the WCAA partners with the Western College Program Alumnae to begin fundraising the $2.5 million. We pass the baton to them. The Patterson Place Western College collection is transferred to appropriate departments on campus, and that includes the Western College Memorial Archive and other nonprofit organizations, including the Allen County Museum, the Smith Regional History Library, McGuffey Museum in Butler County. The reunion committee plans for a grand alumni weekend on June 6th through 9th, 2024, Forever Western, and we certainly hope that you all will attend. The Western constituent, the WCAA constituency base consists of graduates and non-graduates with current contact information on file. In 1974, as you can see on the graph, we began with 6,161 members, and today we have 1,569. So due to natural attrition, support of the association's general operations has declined. So during the campaign for endowment, the board had the foresight to establish an end of days endowment. We have been dipping into those funds for the past few years, and they will be mostly depleted by the end of the fiscal year. To add some context, the operations endowment peaked in 2019 at 247,000, and the current balance is 120,000. There were some losses due to the market values, and we had to invade the principal to cover expenses. The Affinity Group. An affinity group is a social organization with less structure, not like we have had as a formal association with bylaws, etc. With interest from current board members and past board members, we created a coordinating committee. Through our work, we created the guidelines. It is important for us to make sure we understand the affinity groups and how we can engage with each other. So our engagement statement is to stay connected no matter how far you live from Oxford, connect with other Western alumni, to relive your Western experience, find your classmates, and see upcoming events. And our mission is to preserve and encourage communication among and with the alumni. So the Miami Alumni Association will support us and has supported us in many ways. And here's a listing of some of the ways that the Miami University Alumni Association will support our affinity group. They've already created a webpage. We will have the digital class notes. We'll have a newsletter and one printed mailing. There are a lot of virtual programming that they offer, and we will work on. There are educational webinars presented by the alumni office and many other things. You can even go traveling with them if you want to. And there's a virtual winter college that I know some of the board members have taken advantage of and have really enjoyed it. There's also access to pre-planned giving advisors from the Office of Gift Planning. The Western College Spirit Group has a webpage which will go live in April. You will also be receiving a letter and a tutorial brochure with information about the webpage and accessing certain features. The features will include how to find the group, then also how to find events and resources about, and then how to find the class news. So you'll learn all of this as you go through the tutorial brochure, and if we have, and also if you need someone to help you walk through it. The Miami Tech team has the Western College Spirit Identifier set up and ready as well. So in addition to the Western College Spirit 1853 to 1977 webpage, the WCAA Facebook group will continue, and we will be adding the affinity group name to it. So as you can see, although this transition somewhat changes the way that we stay connected, the tools to stay connected will be provided to you. So the next steps really are the webpage going live, as we said, in April. We're going to stop it there because I think you got it, right? Okay. So there's one more thing I just want to show you, and they'll be at the back. So I hope you guys got this in the mail. Oh, goody. All right. And there is I think there's a letter with it or a card with it that had your number. So there's like this number thing that's an identifier. So Miami knows who you are by a number, just like anyone, right? So, okay, so I want to tell you, if you forget your number, because it's very easy to, so it's probably not a number that you would remember like your Social Security, but you can there's a number of ways that you can get that number again. I believe that you can email Miami, right? Kim's right here, she's giving me the guideline. So you can email them, you can call them, and they will find your number and give it to you. So then you can go online and follow the steps. And then if you also go, I can't do this, I am having trouble, you can call them up and someone will talk you through it. So I'm going to say that I have some information that really everyone has that has been in this circle, but we are very fortunate. We are like so fortunate that the person who has helped us and guided us for many years, Debbie Baker, has accepted a position with the Miami Alumni Association as a director of special projects. And one of her little projects is to help us. A round of applause for this board member likes to be in the background, but she has been a guiding force for us, as we have all said many times. All right, so I pretty much told you I wanted you to see that video because, I had to do it, and then a lot of you didn't see it, so, I want my fame. All right, so the newsletter, we talked about all that. So here's the deal. Any of you who are interested in joining our team to see what is next, to help us figure out what is next, let me know. Let Debbie know. Email me. You see my contact information. And then we're probably going to have a Zoom with our gang, talk about it. Oh, the other thing we're going to do, I did not get it together to do a little mini survey for all of you today. I was going to, but it fell off the radar. So we're going to do it easier. You're going to get it in your email. And if you have some thoughts in your head or like, oh, I have maybe I'd like to know about this or what you could do, let us know. We'll add it to this survey. We'll we'll get the results, we'll see what it says, and then I view it as looking at a plan, a strategic plan, we'll have to do that stuff. And so look at that, see where we are, what do we want? How do we want this to look and feel? We know how it feels when we're here together. But how is it going to feel in that next transition? And I just, it's hard to put into words all this. So anyway, that's that survey. So survey says we'll get that together in a month or so. All right. So I am so thrilled you're all here. And I'm now any questions? Do you have any questions for me before we move on? Yes. No, it isn't. It's like an identifier that Miami has for like every single Miami person that's, gone here, whatever, and we're included in that. So that by having that, you will get certain things from, you've probably now been getting a few things from Miami that look like Miami stuff because you have this identifier. And I know Debbie over time has sort of said, well, don't send the Western people X, but it's okay to send them Y. So I think we get the Miami bulletin. That was sent out in April. We sent that, this thing. Yeah, then some got it. Yeah. We have some, we will have them at the back, but they were mailed to everybody who has a good email, and etc. And they were snail mailed. It wasn't electronic. This was a snail mail, and I see people nodding their heads that got it. So my apologies if you didn't get it. You get a lot of junk mail. I guarantee you, some of you might have thrown it away and not known what it was, and that's okay. Pick one of these up, and if you have questions, then here and then back there. Yes.
Able to see our digital reflections of those others that we recorded yesterday? Yes, they're going to be uploaded on the archives digital collection. Give them some time to get it all together, but yes.
They will be uploaded. There's going to be, like, on the web page itself, there's some buttons that you can pick to go to the archives and then find things that you want to look at. Yes, please. Yes.
There's space on the website.
Yes, there is space on the website for that. And you know what? If you need to just call them or email them, they can fix it. They can fix it too. Oh, she's trying to get the web page up for you. Here. Okay. So, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Zoom thing or another.
Who would I ask? Any other option? I don't know anything about that. So is there anyone about reflections who didn't get a chance to do that?
If you're interested in doing that, just send me an email and I will organize it for you. So it can be added to the video. Thank you.
Great.
She does everything.
Yeah. You asked, you can get. Okay, we'll go here. Okay, with anyone here to talk about financial business? So is there a Miami person, a development person here?
Yes, John.
I thought so, yeah.
What was the
Is
question?
it Joe? Anyone here can talk to someone about some financial? Yeah, look, here's Joe. Joe Christman. Okay. Stand up, Joe.
Okay.
So we're-
Everybody.
Let's see, who was it?
Why don't you stay after the CD?
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. I'll be around all afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, come find me.
So you can, Catherine, you can find Joe and talk to him. Okay. Great. Yes, ma'am.
Hi. Gathering of international students who are attending this reunion today. And we would like to, I think that one point of discussion we should have is, what do we want? We're scattered all over the world.
Absolutely.
And whether we can contribute some information for the survey that you would like to send out?
Yes, so we're talking about the international students who would have a group and having some questions regarding that. So the best way to do that is to join our team. Send me an email or tell me your questions, and I'd absolutely love that, to have that connectivity. We need that connectivity for sure. Okay. How we doing? I have to introduce, this is my next thing is to have another introduction. And this is, come on up, come on down. This is the guy we passed the baton to on the financial side of all of this. He is Dr. Mark Mustin. He's the president of the Western Alumni Association of Miami University, otherwise known as WAMU. WAMU. So here's WAMU.
Hello, everybody. I prepared some remarks. I want to just, this is for everybody in the Western community and especially for the alumni of Western College. It's a great honor to address you today on behalf of WAMU, the Western Alumni Association at Miami University. As we celebrate our shared legacy, I'm thrilled to announce a significant step forward in our commitment to inclusivity and unity. Western College has always been a beacon of strength, innovation, and resilience. The values instilled in us, integrity, hard work, a dedication to making a difference, are the very foundation upon which our legacy stands. It is these values that have guided us through every challenge and triumph, and it is these values that will continue to guide us as we move forward together. Today, I'm proud to share that WAMU is fully committed to embracing the spirit of Western College, but by ensuring that all the Western women and 7 men feel welcomed and valued within our organization. We are pleased to have WCAA board represented on our board, as well as them bringing your unique perspectives, experiences, and strengths to our leadership. This representation is not just symbolic, it is a testament to our dedication to honoring the rich heritage of the Western College. In alignment with this commitment, we will be updating our bylaws, we do have bylaws, to foster greater inclusivity and collaboration by including everybody from Western in the past, include all the way up to present day students, which I think is awesome. And the only way we can do this is by working together. And by working together, we can increase our strength and help influence the world for generations to come. That's what we can do. We recognize that our greatest strength does lie in our unity. By joining hands and pulling our talents, we can achieve remarkable things and uphold the values of Western College, advocating for education, leadership, and growth together. Social justice as well. And we want to also make sure that with that growth, we're also mentoring students, mentoring each other and other alumni as well, and showing the dedication for the Western spirit. As we embark on this new chapter, let us remember the words of Helen Peabody, "Nothing in my hands I bring." Like her, we bring not material possessions, but the wealth of our experiences, our knowledge, and our dedication. It is through our collaborative efforts that we'll continue to honor and enhance the legacy of Western College. Thank you for the unwavering support for me, all the other Western folks throughout all the years, faculty and staff as well. Here's to our shared future filled with possibility and promise. Together we are stronger, and together we are Western. Thank you so much. I do want to thank our board, with a bunch of our board members here today. We will be having a meeting immediately after this here in Leonard Theater. Everybody's welcome to come to our board meeting and learn about how you can be a part of our board and also our committees and our structure and all the stuff that we're doing. So thank you all so much.
Okay, on the bottom of your agenda, the next item will be the location for the class meetings. So I think, and we also, there will be board members in there if you have questions too. So I think we will just adjourn. And thank you for your attention and have good meetings and then what? What? Oh, do you have older business? We're trying. Oh, okay. All right, well, you want an official annual meeting, right? Is that what you're saying? Okay, we need that. Okay. Sylvia Stanfield, motion to adjourn. Barbara Wren, seconds. Are we all in favor? Yay! Great, thanks so much. Bye-bye.